Hello everybody, what's happening? My name's Neil, welcome along to Midlife Motors. Beautiful evening tonight here up in on the west coast of Scotland. Crikey, it's almost 8 o'clock and it's still, well, you can see everybody's out. Some people are even camping this evening. And I just wanted to get out and about. I haven't done a video for a little while. Work's been crazy busy and I thought I better check in really. I better catch up with everybody. I was umming and ahhing about what to do a video about today. The MR2 needs a bit of content because since the last time it's been on an epic road trip. It's had some new suspension, it's had an MOT, but that's I think for another day. I thought we'd catch up on the Polo because it's now 3 years old. It's just had its service and MOT. So I was going to run through the things that I think are good about this car and the things I think are bad about this car. We'll probably go for a little bit of a drive, probably stop and have a little walk around and a look about and just enjoy this nice evening. Okay, so quick resume on this car. We've had it for, crikey, probably coming up for a year now. It was bought, approved, used from VW, so it came with a 2-year service plan, MOT plan, breakdown cover, all that sort of malarkey. So that's made it quite cheap and simple to run. It's Mrs. Midlife Motors everyday driver. The car gets used every single day. The mileage is not astronomical. It's only coming up to 12,000 miles now, but it is used every day, so that's quite a good test for the car. Hasn't had any faults. A couple of things that I don't like about it though, and when I pull over we'll go through them. There's a couple of things though that are really good about this car, and I'm not a Volkswagen fan. I'm not even really a hot hatch fan, but there's certain things that I have to confess that this car's good at. We're on start with number one. We're on a terrible bit of road, horrendous bit of road, and it's coping perfectly. I mean, if I was in the Mazda, maybe not a good example, but it's banging, it's crashing everywhere. This car in comfort mode is simple as pie. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Good. Number one good thing. I think people usually do 5 good and 5 bad, don't they? But I'll see what I can find along the way. Right, the performance of this car is strong. Even I'm a little bit surprised. I'm going to put this car in, it's got a few modes, so let's head for the modes and let's put the car in sport, because that definitely sharpens up the throttle response, makes the gearbox an awful lot quicker as well. But this car has the 2-litre, I think it's just a turned down Golf GTI engine, and combined with this gearbox, there's no doubt that this car has got some poke, particularly in the straight lines, and the speed of the gear changes is just crazy. I mean, coming from somebody who's a bit of a manual fan, I mean, it just covers ground at an alarming rate. I mean, I'm in a car which I'm not used to, a car that's got torque like this, and it just, I mean, it just booms you in the seat when you want to go. And crikey Moses, you're at speeding, well, just shifting up through the gears. So there we go. If you like straight line performance, this car is all over that. So we saw the performance there, fantastic. What are the good things? Well, the brakes are excellent as well, very progressive, very strong, which is good. The car's hampered a little bit by the tyres that it's come with, these Bridgestone Turanzo or something. I'll show you them when we get out. They're terrible. The sooner they get changed, the better. The panoramic roof is lovely. The digital dashboard is great, really easy to use. I've got the performance monitor set up here. I quite like the hand gesture that makes it work as well. The seats are really comfy. These ones aren't the tartan seats. These are the slightly uprated ones, so we do have heated seats as well, which is good. So just trying to run through the things that off the top of my head. Well finished in here. I mean, quite plasticky, as is VW's way, but well put together, well finished, no rattles, no rolls, just takes everyday life in its stride. In the front here, plenty of space, good bit of space in the front here. With the seats back, a Golf would be bigger in the rear. That's where you're compromised a little bit. But I'll just park up, we'll get up and have a little look around. Reverse. I'll see you outside in a sec. Here we are then, my usual spot for a bit of a look around the outside of the car, because it's quite a handsome thing, the Polo, now, isn't it? I mean, I think this model's just been superseded. The new one's got a slightly different sort of front and rear bumper, but apart from that, it's more or less the same sort of looking car. Wheels look great on it. I think it sits quite nicely as well. It's grown into quite a nice looking car, the Polo, now. And as I said, now that they've stuck that decent engine and gearbox in it, it's got a little bit of grunt to it as well. Now the wheels look good. However, this is my first gripe. I'm coming on to gripe number one. They are pitting. I don't know if this is because they're Volkswagen wheels or if this is because they're diamond cut wheels, but they're starting to pit quite badly now. For some reason, the rear ones are worse than the front ones, but these are going to have to get refurbed. We'll probably get through the winter next year and this year and get them done next summer. These are the terrible tires I was telling you about, these Bridgestone ones. I mean, look, car's hardly done any miles and they're cracking already, but these are crap. These do not provide. They weren't any better in the winter. I thought in the first video maybe they were an all-weather tire, but they're just crap. Rain, hail, sun, whatever it may be. But yeah, good looking car. I like the red touches on it with the red brake calipers and the little bit of red around the light there as well. I think that looks nice. We've mentioned the panoramic roof, that's good. The rubbers on the outside, I'm going to have to try something to see if I can bring these back up. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but they've gone a bit faded and scabby looking. I'm going to have to try and find, if anybody knows of a product to use on these to try and make them look a little bit better, I'd appreciate that. Please drop us a recommendation below. Round the back here, yeah, a little bit bland at the rear. And I've just noticed the number plate's not quite straight. I'll have to fix that. A little bit bland at the rear here with, you know, I've noticed on this, there's no Polo badges. It's purely badged as a VW or a GTI. I don't know if there's a reason behind that, but there you go. There's the most important badge anyway. But yeah, good looking car. Just having a quick look on the inside. This is kind of what you're greeted with inside the car. Quite dark, but the silver on the seats lightens it up a little bit. I like the fact that the rear windows are tinted. Personally, I know that's not everybody's taste. Nice steering wheel, nice dashboard, just a nice setup. It's even got aluminium pedals, which are quite nice as well. I think the mats and everything, it all works. It's well packaged. It's a small package, but it's well packaged. I like it. Crikey, what a difference 24 hours has made. The weather's totally changed and I don't know what's happened to my original outro. So I'm doing it again quickly. Bear with me if I get this all wrong. The good things, right, the good things. We liked the ride. We liked the performance. We liked the tech. We like the looks of the car now, and we like the build quality. So tick, 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 tick. What we're not so happy with is the tyres. God, the tyres terrible. The wheels pitting so quickly, not good. The plasticiness, could do with a bit of soft touch here and there. Now, the gearbox, raved about it when we were pushing on, and that's good, but just be mindful around town, pulling out of junctions at lower speeds. It's a little bit jerky, it's a little bit slow to react. It can be a little bit hesitant, so just be mindful of that if you're having a go of one of these. And also miles per gallon, that's the other one that we've not talked about yet. Cruising along, we'll get 48.8. Put your foot down though, and that pretty much halves. So I know there's going to be a trade-off, but in this car the trade-off is quite significant. But other than that, it's all good to report. It's been an easy car to use. It's been a cheap car to run. It's not going anywhere soon, so I'm sure we'll see more of it in the not too distant future. A sneaky remap would be nice. Thanks very much for watching this one though. If you've liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you could subscribe below, that would be excellent. And I'll see you again soon when hopefully the weather gets better. Goodbye. Weather, what are you doing?